Hi everybody, and welcome to the microbiology course. In this course there's a lot of information. I did put a warning in the announcements, and I will be sending out warnings periodically throughout the semester. There's a lot of organisms in this course, and there's not much I can do about that. I try to focus on the pathogenic organisms the most, but I am responsible for covering all organisms that you might encounter in the clinical microbiology laboratory when you graduate from the program, and also all of the organisms that you might find on the Board of Certification examination. So there are a lot of organisms, and there's no way around microbiology except for memorization. So you really have to go into your course early in the week and devise a plan and follow that plan every day throughout the week. You should be very consistent which days you're going to read your textbook chapter, which days you're going to be listening to the lectures. I have voiced lectures every single week in the weekly sessions, and I highly suggest that you listen to the lectures. I know they take time, but in the lectures I will sometimes point out, you need to know this, or you need to be able to differentiate this, or I'll have a chart or a table and I'll say memorize this table. The thing about microbiology is you can let 1 week go by without doing any work thinking that you're going to catch up, and it quickly becomes overwhelming, and I see that happen to students time and time again. So I can't stress enough staying on top of that material and studying every single week and devising a plan. The other thing is memorizing. So I get comments sometimes of, oh, I studied for 6 hours and I still did really poorly on this exam. So one thing I learned, I used to sit as an undergrad and just read my notes over and over again, thinking that I was studying. And I would go into an exam and I would get all confused with the multiple choice answers, and I would get very frustrated. I learned later when I was in my master's program how to memorize. And for me, I have to put things into table, chart, flow chart formats. So rewriting your notes into tables, only focusing on the important information is key, and then memorizing. And when I say memorize, I don't mean just reading it over 500 times. I mean writing it out and being able to write every table, every chart from your head multiple times without looking. If you can't write out your flow charts or your tables from your head without looking, you haven't memorized it enough. So really take the time to memorize the material. If you stay on top of microbiology, if you have a plan, if you stick to that plan, and if you actively engage with the material, rewrite your notes, make tables, make charts, memorize, actively memorize, don't just read every single week, you can get an A in this course. But I have to warn you, if you let the course take over, this course can easily bury people. So I feel obligated to warn you and give you some strategies and tips that I think will really help you. At any point in this course, if you have a question, you can email me. There's also a question and answer section in the discussion board where you can post questions along the way. I will give you study advice throughout the course, and again, there are tips in the voice lectures where I will tell you, you need to know this and you need to know that. Any table, any chart, any flow chart that is posted in the notes, I highly recommend you commit that to memory. Good luck. The class has a lot of information, but if you stay on top of it, you'll do well. And microbiology is so fascinating that it's actually, even though it's a lot of work, it's so much fun. And I really hope you enjoy it. Good luck.